श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयम् नमामि भगवत्पादम् शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम् शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यम् केशवं बादरायणम् सूत्रभाष्यकृतो वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। कारस्त्वन्धकारो वै ऋकारस्तन्निवर्तकः अन्धकारनिरोधित्वात् गुरुरित्यभिधीयते। सदाशिवः समारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ आप्यायन्तु ममाङ्गानि वाक्प्राणश्चक्षुश्रोत्रम् अथो बलमिन्द्रियाणि च सर्वाणि सर्वं ब्रह्मोपनिषदम् माहं ब्रह्म निराकुर्याम् मा ब्रह्म निराकरोत् अनिराकरणमस्तु अनिराकरणं मे अस्तु तदात्मनि निरतेय उपनिषत्सु धर्माः ते मयि सन्तु ते मयि सन्तु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ केनेषितं पतति प्रेषितं मनः केन प्राणः प्रथमः प्रीतियुक्तः केनेषितां वाचमिमां वदन्ति चक्षुश्रोत्रं कौ देवो युनक्ति श्रोत्रस्य श्रोत्रं मनसो मनो यत् वाचोह वाचं सौ प्राणस्य प्राणः चक्षुषः चक्षुवतिमुच्य धीराः प्रेत्य अस्मान् लोकादमृता भवन्ति न तत्र चक्षुर्गच्छति न वाग्गच्छति नो मनः न विद्मो न विजानीमः तथा एतद् अनुशिष्यात् अन्यत् एव तद्विदितात् अतो अविदितात् अधि शुश्रुमपूर्वेषाम् येन तद्व्याचचक्षिरे यद्वाचानभ्युदितम् येन वाक् अभ्युद्यते तदेव ब्रह्मत्वं विद्धि नेदं यदिदम् उपासते यन्मनसा न मनुते येन आहुर्मनोमतम् तदेव ब्रह्मत्वं विद्धि नेदं यदिदम् उपासते यच्चक्षुषा न पश्यति येन चक्षुंषि पश्यति तदेव ब्रह्मत्वं विद्धि नेदं यदिदम् उपासते यच्छ्रोत्रेण न शृणोति त्रेण न शृणोति येन श्रोत्रमिदं श्रुतम् तदेव ब्रह्मत्वं विद्धि नेदं यदिदम् उपासते यत्प्राणेन प्राणिति येन प्राणः प्रणीयते तदेव ब्रह्मत्वं विद्धि नेदं यदिदम् उपासते I know. There is a, when we teach, it is called Nyaya. In Sanskrit, there is a one Nyaya. The meaning of Nyaya is not judge, but in traditional, the Nyaya means the different type of methodology. It is called Nyaya in Sanskritam and particularly in Shastra. So there is one Nyaya is called Simha Avalokana Nyaya. There is a Arundhati Nyaya. There are many type of Nyayas there, but one is called Simha Avalokana Nyaya. Nyaya means methodology. Avalokanam, Simha Avalokana. If you might have noticed, this lion, when he goes forward, he never see only straight. He sees both sides. Sometimes he just turn back and sees something is not coming. It is the style of walking of lion. So Simha never goes straight, but it says both sides, sometimes back. Same way, what is the responsibility of the teacher? It says teacher should teach like a Simha Avalokana Nyaya. Means the methodology, if we have finished up to 6 mantra, something, or 7th mantra, the teacher should not start from 8th mantra. Because the students generally they never open the book in the room. Generally, sincere student, I think if they are referring, it's fine. But generally, students, because I know I used to teach Chandogya Upanishad in Porbandar. So it's a very voluminous. So I used to take 1 hour, then the old student used to come. They keep Chandogya there only, in that bowl only, because they say it is very heavy. It is very difficult to carry, and every day we have to bring it back. It is better we will keep here, means they never open, no? Otherwise, they would like to open, they must have taken with them. So from that, I start thinking, generally students never open their book in the room. So what is the responsibility of the teacher? It cannot start from new topic. What we have gone through, it should finish within 5 minutes. It is called Simha Avalokana Nyaya. So in those days also, I think all students may not be sincere. So this is the style of teaching, Simha Avalokana. So if we have seen up to the 7 mantra, so what we have been seeing, that's why every day I repeat for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, or 5 minutes. For this purpose only, it is called Simha. So in first mantra, we have seen the student has raised the question, what is the name of that principle because of which 5 sense organ, pancha pranaha, and 5 organs of action, they can able to do their activity. So what is the name of that principle? That principle is presented in this mantra as a deva. And to show, and this is only students, Shishya Uvaja. So students spoke only first mantra. Then it is the teacher's answer. The teachers have give the meaning, Shrotrasya Shrotram, this whole list. So actually, teacher would like to convey to his student, generally, what you are thinking, it is separate from you. Generally, what you are thinking, what is the name of that principle, it is separate from you. And generally, people think I means body and mind. That's why to show that this teacher has used this methodology, Shrotrasya Shrotra. So it is the eyes of the eyes, is the ear of the ear, to show that it is different from you. Suppose we say Dasharathasya Putraha. Sya, like Sya, Dasharathya, means Dasharath is different, Putra is different. Same way Shrotrasya, the one Shrotra is different from this Shrotra. The meaning is this principle, what you are asking, it doesn't belongs to gross and social, gross and subtle body. And if person knows the principle is different from me and this is me only, not body, mind, sense complex, such people are called dhiraha. This is a wise people, and such people, in spite of living in this gross and subtle body, adimuchya. They just given up the identification with body, mind, sense complex. It is called adimuchya. And when they left the body, amrutaha bhavanti. They becomes immortal. And then Again, this teacher would like to say, to teach Atma Gnanam, it is not that much easy. That's why they say, Na vidmaha, na vijanimah. We don't know. We don't know what you don't know because eyes cannot go there, even speech cannot go there. So we don't know how to teach. Yatha etat anushishyat. How would I teach? I don't know. Then in fourth, they have given the meaning of that principle. That principle is different from known. That principle is even different from unknown. Viditat anyat or viditat adi means it is different from known, means whole universe. And adim aviditat means avyakruta maya. So it is different from whole universe plus Maya. Nothing is left out, only one thing, consciousness. So this is that principle. And if students ask from where did you learn, then he says, Iti Shrushrama, we have heard from our predecessors, Ye Naha Tatvyacha Chakshire. They have expounded this teaching to us. And still, the name of that principle is Brahman, or the name of that principle is consciousness. But where is that consciousness? What is that consciousness? Now, in rest of all verses, some mantras, I always I clarify or not. There is a two we are using. One is called shloka, and another is called mantra. Shloka and mantra. Shloka we can repair which is written. It's called shloka. But mantra which is available in Veda only are called mantras. We can't say this all Vedas shlokas. And same way we can't say Gita's mantra. Because Gita is in Mahabharata and Mahabharata is written by Vedas. So all Gita shloka verses, when we say it's called shloka. But mantraha is only which is heard or seen in their meditation. So mantraha, so all Vedas or Upanishad are mantra. So in all this mantra up to four, teacher taught to the student, this is the consciousness or Brahman, which is name consciousness, which is beyond known, which is beyond unknown. And now in six, rest of these five mantras, they say that consciousness is not somewhere else sitting, but you are that consciousness. So we have seen which vacha, which cannot be revealed by the speech, but because of which speech can start speaking. Tadeva Brahma Tvam Vidhi. That is you only. Tadeva Brahma Tvam Vidhi. That is called Brahman. And where is this Brahman? Then it says Tvam Vidhi. That Brahman is nothing but Tvam Vidhi. Na idam yad idam upasate. People think the Ishvara is separate from us. It is not that Brahman. Na idam yad idam upasate. They worship Ishvara separate from me. It is not like that. This is also we have seen yad manasana manute yena ahur manahamatam. Even which mind cannot think it of. Manasa, yat means everyone whenever yat come, yat consciousness, yat Brahman, Chaitanya Tattva, yat Chaitanya Tattva, Manasa namanute, cannot think by mind. Manasa, 3 by 1, by mind. Yena, this is a one yena, because of which Manaha Matam, mind can start thinking. Because of whose presence mind can start thinking. What is the name of that Tadeva Brahman? The name of that principle is Brahman. And who is that Brahman? Tvam Vidhi. Tvam means you. Vidhi means know. You are that Brahman. You should know. You are that Brahman. And seventh one, Yat Chakshusha Na Pashyati. Yena chakshumshi pashyati. Actually, we have seen this also. But still, yat chakshusha na pashyati. Yat, again we have to put yat consciousness na pashyati. Cannot see. Do not see. By whom? So by chakshusha. So our eye cannot see that consciousness. But again, yena, because of which consciousness? Chakshushi pashyati. Our eye can able to see. So last time in Saturday class, I have told in Gujarat, Garba is famous. Garba is not like this, but what I have shown is called Garba. So that pot has a hole, and from hole, that everything, that light is coming. Same way, Shastra says, here, Mr. Vikman, Nana Chitra Gadodara Sthita Mahadīpa Prabha Bhasvaram. So it is given in this Dakshinamurti Stotra. Dakshinamurti Stotra, it says Ghata, means like this pot. Suppose this pot, Nana Chidra, it contains many. Nana means not mother's father, Nana, but Nana means many. There are many holes. Nana Chitra Ghata. Tasya udare sthitah. In that tummy, in it, this abdomen. Udar means abdomen. So in that tummy, Mahadeepa, Sthita, have kept Mahadeepa. They have kept one lamp. And then these rays are coming out from these holes. Same way, this Sharira is also one type of Gata. And Bhagavan has given all these sense organs is like a holes. So from that holes, Gnanayat Chakshuradhikarana Vara Bahispandate. Here the meaning of Gnanam doesn't mean any particular object Gnana, but consciousness. This consciousness is coming out through what? Chakshuradi. So through our five sense organs, this all Gnanam is coming. That I have shown you. I am not good expert in drawing, but I have just shown you. This is our eye. Consciousness is going out. So these are the S though is going out, and this is a ball. So how Gnanam can take place? This consciousness just rapid this ball, and it gives inside the mind. And immediately mind will say, oh, this is the ball. When we say this is the ball, at that time, Shastra says our mind is full of ball. Means bola vritti, means vichara of only ball. Then at that time we say, oh, this is the ball. Same way, he says, how can this gnanam can goes out from the eyes because of whose presence? If here I can write here, Chaitanya Tattva is there. Chaitanya Tattva make live this mind. Mind makes live this eyes. And then eyes, through eyes, this consciousness goes out. The same eye, we can say, just illumine consciousness. Cannot possible. That's why it says, Yat chakshusha na pashyati. So yat means saying which consciousness na pashyati does not see by what? By our eyes. This is all third case. Yen. And again, this is the Hetu Trutya. Hetu Trutya. Yen. Because of which Chakshushi, our both eyes can see. Because of whose presence our eye can see. What is the name of that tattva? So that I have written. That is called Brahman. And that Brahman is, Shankaracharya is given in his Bhashya, is Nirvishesha. There is one beautiful word called nirvishesham. So what is the meaning of vishesham is specification. If I ask what is this, then what we call is a box. Then if I ask is a square or rectangular, then we say it's a rectangular. Rectangular is called the specification. Again, if we ask what is the color, then red is the color of this box. These all are called to explain this box. We can ask different question, then we can do the decision. This is the box. And everything we can find out through Visheshata, means specification. If somebody asks, what is the specification of Brahman? This is Nirgunam. It is Ekam, Nirgunam, all pervading. It doesn't have any specification. Without that Brahman, without any specification, Tvam Vidhi, that you. So our real nature is our specification right now. Who is this Natarajan? If we ask, Puja Swamiji's name was Natarajan. So if somebody asks, who is Natarajan? So we say, who is born in Manchikudi? One who has studied all Vedanta, one who is born in Tamil, all are specification. But same way, if we have to explain of this Chaitanya Tattva, we can't explain. Who is that? That you. So never consider yourself with body, mind, sense complex. That's why keep on telling same thing. Tadeva Brahmatvam Vidde. Don't consider eye, ear, everything is you. Same way. Another, we have seen even seventh also. Yat Shrotrena Nashrunoti. Again, eighth one is Yat Shrotrena Nashrunoti Yena Shrotram Idam Shrutam. Same again here is Yat Chaitanya Tattva, Yat consciousness, Yat Brahma cannot be listened. We cannot heard through what? Shrotrena. That's why somebody says, I have heard Anahat Nada. You know, we can hear some voice inside our when we're sitting in meditation, but it says it cannot be consciousness. But because of which you can able to hear that Anahat Nada. If all is Jadam, who will hear? So that because of which Shrotram Idam Shrutam. So our conscious means our sense organs cannot able to hear consciousness, but because of which again yen means because of which idam consciousness, idam shrotram can be heard, can be understood, can be heard. That's why I have again tried to show this is our ear. Again, let me show this is our ear. Here maybe we can heard the sound or we can heard some word. How it comes to our mind. Same thing. Bahihi svandati. Our consciousness goes out. If sound is there, then we try to find out. Even it repeats the sound also and gives the report to mind. Some birds, there is a sound of some bird. Then we say tehu tehu, then peacock, chi chi, then sparrow. This all in mind. This poor, this our senses are nothing but reporter. They give the report only. If all analysis possible in mind. Same way, somebody has heard the word. Sound is different, word is. When we say somebody is speaking, then we ask whose sound, who is speaking. So we can find out if Maliban speaking outside, I can say this is the voice of Mali. So again, that consciousness has read that word, again gives the report to mind, somebody speaking, immediately mind says, oh, this is the sound of Maliban. This is called the job of mind. But how can mind do this job when Chaitanya Tattva Brahman can make live this mind? So consciousness make live the mind, mind again make live our ear, and then through ear we can hear external sound. How can mind or this ear can hear the sound of Chaitanya Tattva? Cannot be possible. Same thing. Yat shrotrena na shrunoti. So which consciousness shrotrena na shrunoti means Shankaracharya has written in his Bhashyam, always whatever we heard is always along with our mind thought only. But this Chaitanya Tattvam cannot be objectified like other sound or other word. Because of yena means again by which yena Chaitanya Jyotisha, because of the which consciousness idam shrotra means this ear is heard. Tvam vidhi nedam yadidam. Shrutam means is heard, and Shankaracharya's Bhashya means you are tvam vidhi, whatever tvam vidhi, what? Tadeva Brahma tvam vidhi nedam yadidam. So what you are worshipping Ishvara is different from you. It is not that. We have to. But from somewhere we have to start. Then we have to start with Ishtadevta. So what is your personal God? If you are comfortable with personal God, then we can worship Ishvara is everywhere. If we are comfortable with that, Ishvara is everywhere, then our mind can accept whole Jagat is nothing but Ishvara. To such a person, if we say you are not separate from Ishvara, that only can stay. Otherwise, always starts, how can it possible? How can it possible? So this is sixth time they have told because without this, student cannot understand. And last one is yat pranena praniti yenaf pranaf praniyate. Yat, again, whenever yat comes, we have to put yat which consciousness pranena praniti. So Shankaracharya has given the one explanation. What is the job of prana? He says nasika puta. This is our true, what we say, nasal. Through this nasal, antakarana prana vrittibhya. So this is the two job of this prana. One is going out and coming inside. Along when it goes inside, at that time, if some fragrance is there, it goes inside with this prana. It what they get, gandhavat karoti. Then it gives the specification, oh, this is the fragrance of jasmine. This is the fragrance of rose. So this is through nostrils. Nasika put means through nostrils. Antahakarana inside. Without antakarana not possible. So even for sense organ, so actually it says the mind. Mind means antakarana. Five means pancha gnanendriya are connected with mind. Pancha pranaha connected with mind. Even five karmendriya. All are connected with mind. And the job of mind is first it illuminates. So somebody is not this is the part, but somebody asks how this Sukshma Sharira goes out. So what happened at the time of death? What happened? So what explanation given is Prashnopanishad. They have given the explanation. This Panch Karmendriya means five Karmendriya, they resolved in five Gnanendriya. So you check our organs of action cannot work at the death time. So they are resolved in five Gnanendriya. This five Gnanendriya again resolved in mind. And even four prana, prana, apana, vyana, and sama, all are resolved in mind. And then udana vayu, prana, udanaya swaha. I would like to write Udana. This Udana Vayu takes this Sukshma Sharira along with mind from one body to other body. If you are chanting 15th chapter, how can it take, like it says Vayu? Vayu take fragrance. If you are sitting here, we can have fragrance. So Vayu takes the fragrance of the flower up to here. Same way this Udana Prana takes whole Sukshma Sharira from one body to another. Vayu Gandha Nivashayat. It takes. So the function of mind is the main. This all five Gnanendriya, five Karmendriya and Pancha Prana, they give the report in the mind. Then we give Gnana. Without mind, even if you have noticed, I have seen some coma patients. They are looking at us, but there is a no Gnana. Who is standing in front of, they cannot make out because mind is dead. But Chakshu is open. Still, we cannot have Gnanam, this is the name of this person, because mind is in coma. So in coma, minds goes, but this Chakshu are available. But it doesn't make any sense. That's why it says the main is only mind, and through mind, Panch Gnanendriya, Panch Karmendriya, and Pancha, what is Pancha Prana, they can work everything. The last they say, Yat, because of which Pranena Praniti. So which consciousness cannot be possible to identify through Pranena, through our pranas. We cannot breathe. Actually, the meaning is which consciousness cannot be breathed through prana. Na praniti means we cannot breathe through prana, but yen. Again they say, because of which prana praniyate. The prana can do their own function to sustain this body. If prana goes, everything is over. So because of which prana praniyate. So Shankaracharya has given the meaning of praniyate is sustain. Prana can sustain this body because of which, who is that? Again, Tadeva Brahmatvam Vitti. That is nothing but you only. Nedam Yadidam Upasati. It is not the people are just doing Upasana unknowingly. So this is the first prakarana. First chapter of Kena Upanishad is over here. So total 9 mantra, and in 9 mantra, teacher has proven that you are the principle without any body, mind, sense complex. You are the principle because of your presence, body can function. Subtle body can function is the you only, all pervading consciousness Brahman. And this Mahavakya is given for 6 times. So here, one chapter is over. Because I have told, this is, in this, what I am chanting, this na tatra chakshur gacchati, na vag gacchati, no manaha, it is given in 2 mantras. But in that book, they have given as a 4 only. If you check 3 and 4 here, what daily, if you look at the, first you look at the board, so 3 and 4th mantra are given separate. But in book, it is given in 1 mantra. It is a 5 sentences are there. If you check 3rd mantra, if you check, 4th is also included in 3rd mantra. But here in this, because I have copy paste from somewhere else, this copy paste, they have separated 3 and 4 mantra in different. But here in your Gita Press Gorakhpur, 3 and 4 is only 3 only. Clear? Okay. So we have completed. And if I ask if you can explain in the evening what you have studied in first chapter, then I will be happy. Whatever you understand. That's why I have said, if you will remember, they are representative. Each and every, they never explain. Huh? If they say chakshu and shrotram, they are the representative of senses, five sense organs. They will say vak. So this vak is a representative of five karmendriya. Okay? So there is only in first mantra, there is only five. At that time also I have talked. I keep on talking. Again, I can show you. So all confusion can go. Hmm? There are, Vak has two jobs. Speak also, to test also. When it tests, it is called Gnanendriya. But when it speak, it is called Karmendriya. So only in among this tongue has two jobs. To speak also, to test also. That's why it comes in both. You check Tattva Bodha. It will come in that. So this is the first. Hmm? So here, first they have asked, I have told we have five sense organs plus five karmendriya means organs of action. It is very long, so I am not writing. And five senses. Let me write as a gnanendriya, but I cannot write. Okay, it will come. That are you ready to accept 555? Hmm? So this prana is the representative of pancha prana. It can say prana, na, udana. It can't. It is a. This is a text. Sometimes it never explains. So this is the representative of prana. This vacham is a representative of five karmendriya. We know total how five karmendriya. What we speak comes under karmendriya. And there is a one called rasana. In Tattva Bodha, they say rasana. Right now I cannot able to write. Rasana means to taste. When we put something inside, immediately say this is bitter, this is sweet. It is called rasana. Rasana means is a jivva only. The job of jivva is to taste different type of taste. And the job of this jivva is to speak also. So jihva comes in both Gnanendriya and Karmendriya. So this Vajam is a representative of five Karmendriya. And this Chakshu and Shrotram are the representative of five Gnanendriya. So we know this Chakshu means eye, Shrotram means then skin, then nose, everything. And if you have noticed, that's why somebody has gone through. So in also in this answer, except these five, so one mind, prana second, vacham is third, chakshuna shrotra, total five. Teacher has given also in five only. They never use grana. They never use any karmendriya or anything because one has to understand each and every our senses is representative of one. So they have taken as it is. Understand now? Is it clear? Even sense, they have, this grana is not mentioned, but we have to understand, we have to include grana. Rasana also is not, they have included. That's why what is the meaning of representative? If here some Bhajapa people comes, he say, I am the representative of Bhajapa, means he has included Narendra Modi also. Bhajapa is a collective name. So whole Bhajapa people will not come. So whenever say this is the representative, even this MR comes, no, medical representative. They say, I am coming from Torrent Laboratory. It doesn't mean whole Torrent Laboratory should come, but this is the representative. Same way, this Chakshu and Shrotram is a representative of senses, means five sense organ. This Vacham is a representative of Karmendriya. Prana is a representative of Pancha Prana, and mind is separate, Antakaran. So whole subtle body is included. That's why whole subtle body principle is different. That principle's name is Brahman, and that Brahman is you only. Tadeva Brahmatvam Viddhi. So iti kena Upanishadi prathama khanda. So in this way, iti means in this way, this is the first chapter of Kenopanisad. Now second chapter. Actually, first and second chapter only Atmagnanam. In third, it is a story, beautiful story is given. And fourth one is Upasana, Banyam. It is very beautifully given. So now you please chant after me. Yadimanyase Suveda iti Daharam eva api Nunam Tvam Vetha ब्रह्मणः रूपम् यद् अस्य त्वम् यदस्य देवेषु अथनु मीमांस्यम् एव ते मन्ये विदितम् नाहं मन्ये सुवेद इति नो न वेदेति वेद च यः नः तद्वेद तद्वेद नो न वेदेति वेद च. Now teacher is giving some information or some instruction to student. If students think, I have heard the Upanishad, now I know Tadeva Brahma Aham Vidhi. Now I can say Aham. Tvam means you only. But when I say I know, then I will say Aham. So if student think, I know now, I am only Brahman, then again teacher says in this first mantra, if you think you know very well, but you don't know much. So now this is the, so can I make little bit bigger? Yadi manyase. Yadi manyase suveda iti. So I have done some homework. So I used to open book inside the room. So I have done some homework and it is Anvaya means teacher says Yadi manyase. If you consider yourself, Yadi means if, manyase, if you consider yourself, Suveda. Suveda means now I know very well. It is one type of expression, very well I know. If you think like that, Nunam, really speaking, the meaning of Nunam is really Daharam Eva Api. you know very little only. Daharam, the meaning is very little. So once, when I was very young, I went to Dayanand Ashram, Rishikesh, where means I don't know what is Upanishad at that time. So there are a group of people have come for camp. Everybody has to, the dress code was white. So each and every people has to, they have white dress. And all are, because they think they are attending the course, so they are very serious. They never give smile to each other, very serious. So if we give, I used to give the smile, they never smile. So I think there must be a way, very, some scholars. So one day, at that time, Ganga was very easy to take bath. So I was sitting there, and these all people are sitting on the bank, this all white color. Then somebody asked, have you finished Kena? Kena? The one said, oh, I have finished Kena. Do you finish Mandukya? He says, still you are not what you have done. I have finished Kena, I have Mandukya, I have finished Patha. So I think what they are finishing. The meaning of finishing is, have you completed? But from their behavior, from their attitude, from their attire, we can't say they have assimilated the Upanishad. But they think, means yadi manya se. If you think, this is the meaning of manya se. If you think Suveda, that all people think we know Upanishad thoroughly. It is called Suveda. That's why I used to tell, no, once nobody is here. So once I went to another city, and one he has given lecture on Upanishad so beautifully on Mandukya. Mandukya considered as the toughest, only 12 mantra, but toughest. So he has given very beautiful lecture for 1 hour. Then I went for Bhiksha in his house. And that person has showed me, he's an innocent person. So he showed me his medicines. So I am taking this medicine. Among these, one was sedative. So I have asked why they are taking this. He says, if I won't take, I cannot have sleep. I have some sleep problems. I cannot able to see. I am in depression. So it's called, even though he thinks I know, that person doesn't know. If one who has assimilated Gnana Upanishad, they don't have any problem. They have no any trouble. That's why teacher says to his their social, their students, if you think I know very well, then you know only the Haramaya. You know only little, meaning because it is very difficult to hear, even it is very difficult to grasp, but it is very difficult to retain, and after retaining it should goes into the system. It is very difficult. That rasgulla, rasgulla, even our gulab jam, when it is tasty, when it is tasty, if juice goes inside in gulla, no, that gulla, if juice goes inside, then it is juicy, then we would like to take one bite and say, oh, very nice. But if it is a hard, then who will eat? Pujya Swamiji used to, this is not my explanation, but Pujya Swamiji used to tell, they say, there in their buddhi, means there are many people are there, they think they are very scholars and pandita, so in their buddhi, this Upanishad is understood. So very well they understood. But if you not find anything in their attitude, anything in their behavior, then you have to think that juice of gnanam, it doesn't go inside the mind. The mind is not sensitive. So this he says juice means Rasgulla's juice is a Brahma Gnanam. This is his Swamiji's, visualization, imagination. This is Rasgulla's juice is a Brahma Gnanam and mind is a Gulla, small. Then if this Brahma Gnanam should go inside our mind, but it doesn't go, then sometimes you throw the ball, it hurts us. Same way, Gulla, Without the just if you throw, it can hurt. Same with the behavior of the people hurt. Even they know Upanishad by heart, but still hurt their behavior, their words. Why? That gula doesn't yet absorb the Brahma Gnana. So only know everything in our buddhi, it's not good enough. It has to become in our system. System is in our thinking, in our behavior, to with even in our attitude. That's why it's here it says Dharam. The meaning of Dharam is very little, you know. Tvam vetha asya brahmanaha rupam. Tvam means you know, yat means which, asya brahmana, this consciousness, nature. If you think I know the brahmana, the nature of Brahman, but how much you know? Dharam. And why? Because you think I know very well. To know very well, sometimes it needs even one life is not good enough. We need many lives. So how can you say? That's why he says you don't know much about. So what should you do? It gives all instruction in this mantra tomorrow. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Vashishyate Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Guru Namaha Hari Om. Any question? No? Suveda? Suveda, I think. Do you know very well? They won't understand what I am talking. See you tomorrow.